Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel 100 Ideas.
Decorative elements in landscape design can work real miracles, but for them to be possible you need to learn to understand this niche. Garden design is really a vast area for your imagination, but the lack of taste as well as knowledge can negatively affect the visual characteristics of the site. Gazebos, arcs, terraces are not all items that can be used in landscape design. For example, forged decorative elements are an excellent addition to the site. Often these are beautiful gates, fences, or bars and windows. In more rare cases, custom forged furniture or other variations are used. The material of decorative elements is a very important aspect in the decoration of the site. The texture of wood or the appearance of metal affect the design and style of the garden. Remember this. Varieties of decorative elements. The decor can be small, large, have architectural significance, carry not only visual advantages but also certain functionality for the user. The main rule is a harmonious combination of each design. It does not matter the size and shape, everything should be one complete picture. The guest should not have the impression that the garden looks like a warehouse. To create a really high-quality design means walking on a knife edge. And this is true. You need to have great knowledge and a sense of style. For example, decorative wooden elements are very poorly combined with plastic or glass. They will perfectly interact with metal parts or bricks. All these rules need to be known and used. Decorative elements in landscape design can be divided into natural decor. These are various plants that can make up all kinds of compositions in your garden. For example, a tapeworm is a large and beautiful shrub or tree. Its advantage is in attractiveness. The guest immediately draws attention to this particular subject. You can also highlight the labyrinth, which is a plant object that has come to us since the Renaissance. This is a hedge, often winding, reaches 2 meters. Artificial decor. A simple bench is the basis of this variety. It can be made of various materials or their union. Benches are also made portable and stationary. Depending on its material and accordingly the gravity of the structure, a huge number of different items fall under the definition of artificial decor, such as garden furniture of any type, sun loungers, umbrellas, and so on. Architectural decorative elements. Arcs, pergolas, trellises, bridges, sculptures. All these elements are able to create a unique atmosphere in your garden. The main thing is to install them wisely to observe the accuracy of the composition. Landscape decor. Dumping or artificial reservoirs are the most popular options. They often combine decor from other niches with them. For example, a pond can be decorated with vegetation, create a bridge with several deck chairs next to it. The role of decor in the landscape of a garden or yard. Decorative elements in landscape design can make your garden a really delightful place. Choose each element wisely, follow the general style, and you will feel successful. And remember that items must carry with them not only visual advantages, but also have functionality. The same barbecue decorates your plot and allows you to cook food. No yard of a private house can be imagined without paths, because they not only unite functional areas, but also contribute to comfortable movement between them. You can arrange garden paths using various materials, most often using pebbles and gravel. A more reliable solution is the use of concrete or paving slabs. You can also create garden paths from wood, but it needs to be pre-processed. At the moment, no modern site can be imagined without elements that create a beautiful landscape design. These include artificial reservoirs, recreation areas around an open fire, equipped barbecue areas, playgrounds. As an artificial reservoir, you can use a pool or fountain, a small stream or pond, depending on the size of the plot. If a swimming pool is planned, it is better to give preference to a stationary structure, choosing reliable materials for its construction. You can create a small pond by digging a hole of any shape and depth, laying a double layer of film on its bottom, which will provide good waterproofing. It is better to strengthen the shores of the pond with stones, bricks, or pebbles. A recreation area with a hearth, where a stove, barbecue, or fireplace is used, is a place for the whole family to relax. Here you can relax in the home circle or sit with friends, cook barbecue and other food on an open fire. It is important that near the fire source there is a table and comfortable chairs or benches, deck chairs and hammocks, hidden under a canopy that protects from the sun and rain. Recently, the outdoor dining room has become more and more popular because it's always nice to have lunch outdoors. Carefully thought out lighting of the site will not only protect night movement in the yard but also provide the space with additional charm in the dark. When creating sites of various zones, it is possible to mount outdoor LED lamps. To illuminate the paths, it is better to use lamps on small poles located along the garden path. Lighting can also be used to illuminate artificial reservoirs, recreation areas, and the entrance door. In order for the courtyard of a private house to be as attractive as possible when developing a design, it is important to think through every detail. One of them is the decor. At the moment, as decorative elements are used, sculptural images of animals and fairy tale characters, figurines cast from plaster and concrete, arcs, birdhouses, antique sculptures, pots on a wicker fence, singular fountains.
When finances are limited and you want beauty on a garden plot, you should not get upset because there are many ideas for self-registration on the territory. The main thing here is to connect imagination, to review what materials are available and what can be done based on them. Let's focus on the original solutions for decorating the front yard with the help of improvised materials. You can add a small decorative fountain almost anywhere. A small pump inside a small decorative tableware circulates water. If you have a shaded corner where plants grow, a small fountain is a great alternative to rockery. This option is also suitable for homeowners who like the sound made by the water pouring out of the fountain, and there is no need for regular maintenance of such an object. If there are artificial reservoirs on the territory, you can supplement the outline of the fountain or pool with shells.
Outdoor fireplace and its varieties. Also, before the implementation of the idea for the construction of a street fireplace, it is necessary to determine the type of construction that will be used on the site. The type of fireplace depends on its functionality, as well as the ability to move from one place to another, stationary or mobile. When choosing fireplace, it is worth considering not only how it will be used, but also the dimensions of the structure and its location. Fireplaces with decorative and utilitarian purposes deserve special attention, which only help to properly design the plot, creating a cozy recreation area. To implement the project, a metal bowl on forged legs surrounded by natural stone is used. Of course, such a fire source cannot be called a full-fledged fireplace, because you can only cook marshmallows here. At the same time, this device can be portable, which will allow you to hide it from the winter period of time. An alternative solution is a Burgess oven, which is easy to operate and can be installed anywhere on the site. We hope this video was useful to you. Like it, write your comments and subscribe to our channel.